Hello, and welcome back to Diecast Graveyard. My name is Paul. Thanks for joining me today. Today we have a really cool restoration. We have an original Sweet 16 custom Cougar. Now this car here was definitely painted up by a kid, or who knows, maybe an adult. But hopefully the paint or the body underneath is in not that bad a shape, so we'll go ahead and get it apart and strip it down. But we're going to have a lot of fun with this casting today. Now, of course, if there's something you'd like to see, please leave a note in the comments. Let's go ahead, grab your favorite adult beverage, or if you don't drink, have a Coke or a coffee or a water or an espresso or whatever you drink, and sit back and relax as we do today's restoration on this Sweet 16 Custom Cougar. Let's go ahead and get started with today's build. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It's time to start the autopsy.
I've already got the post drilled out, so let's go ahead and get the car apart. Now when we're drilling out the post on this car, we want to use a 1/16 inch drill bit, because if you use a 5/64 drill bit to try and put a 2-56 screw in there, it's going to ruin your post, I promise you, because if you waver slightly at all, it's going to happen. Anyway, so here's the body. Definitely got a bunch of layers of paint on there. And again, we're going to use the 1/16 inch drill bit to use the 1-72 screws. Here's the interior. We'll definitely have to clean that up. And the windshield has some paint on there, so we'll have to clean that up too. Here's the base, and it's got those axles on there that are pinched in permanently, so if one of those breaks, you're in a lot of trouble. But we'll get this cleaned up also. Let's go ahead and move on.
Meanwhile, back in the graveyard.
Here we're going to put the car in the paint stripper, or as I like to call it, the embalming fluid. Since we're going to do a complete color change here, we want to make sure that we get all the paint off of this thing. So make sure it's covered inside and out. Set it on something so you can see if the paint has bubbled off, and then you can continue. We got the paint off there. We're cleaning it up now. I used some degreaser, some Zep degreaser. Now I'm using these abrasive wheels from Scotch-Brite to go ahead and get some of the toning off the car and hopefully smooth it out a little bit. Now the different colors mean the different strengths of the abrasives on the wheel. So you're going to have to experiment with that to see which ones are better for you. Make sure you hold the hood down as you buff, because if that wheel catches the hood and snaps it back, you're definitely going to snap that thing off. There's today's tip from your Uncle Paulie. Let's go ahead and speed this part up. That looks pretty good. Now there may be a few little dots here and there, but you know, unless you're going to polish it like a mirror, then there it is. Alright, here's the body. We're going to spray this down with Spectraflame Gold. Now this isn't a color that's used very often. And don't forget, when you use a light color like that, there's a possibility that you'll put down too much, because sometimes it takes a little bit of time to show up when you're spraying, and you keep spraying till you see paint. Well, normally by then, it's too late. Just take your time, put down the light tack coats, and you'll be fine. Here's the base. Now again, those are the axles that pin permanently in place, and if you break one, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Well, guess what? It happened. and I had to pull the old axles out, and I put a new one across there using the .020 piano wire. I put some bearings on there, and then I glued it in place permanently. Here's the old wheels. We got 2 small meats for the front and 2 medium meats for the back. Now sometimes these bearings might not fit perfectly all the way. You might want to put just a little tiny dot of model cement or something just to hold the wheels on if you have to. I got these wheels from the Redline shop, and if you get a chance, check out the Redline shop and see what they have to offer. They are the ones that make that beautiful world famous Spectre Flame paint. I also get my wheels from there, and occasionally I get decals from there too, but check out what John has to offer at redlineshop.com. Be careful when you put these on. Push it on with your thumb and you'll be good to go. It's rubbing just a little bit. Again, we're going to have to fix that up a little bit. But it turned out fantastic. Okay, here's what we got. We got the body here with the Spectre Flame Gold. We got the base with those brand new Redline shop wheels. We detailed the lights and the grille. Here's the interior. And here's the windshield. That turned out great. Let's go ahead, put everything together, and give my creation life.
Lies! Lies! Do you hear me? Give my creation life!
What we started with, this Hot Wheels custom Cougar. Again, this is one of the original Sweet 16 cars. We took the car apart, we evaluated what we have, we found out that this thing had been painted over several times. The original color was blue, but my friend who wants me to restore this car for him wanted it in gold, so that's what we did. Again, we took the car apart, we cleaned it up, we had to fix the axle because it broke, but it worked out fantastic. We put it all back together and we had a great time. Now, if you're getting anything out of these videos whatsoever, please make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'm getting close to 10,000 subscribers, and we're going to have an awesome giveaway when we hit that point. Just stay tuned for that, but you have to be a subscriber in order to win. This was a lot of fun. I truly enjoyed it. And here's what we got to, folks. Look at how beautiful this car turned out. That Spectre Flame Gold, the details we put on the headlights of the grille and the tail lights, the brand new wheels from the Redline shop, and we polished it all up and put it all back together. Man, this was great, and I hope that you got something out of it too. Now, as I always say, folks, you can do this too. Follow my videos, subscribe to the videos. I've got a whole bunch of how-tos on how to pick an airbrush, how to pick a compressor, how to use these paints, how to prep your car. There's all kinds of things in there. Plus, all the videos I do, I'm always giving tips and hints for you to follow along. And there's a lot of my friends out there that have these channels too. So please check them out also. You can learn a lot from them too. But I truly enjoy making these videos for you. And like I said, subscribe. We got a lot more videos coming up for you. I want to thank you for joining me today in Diecast Graveyard. This was a great restoration, and again, we got a lot more coming up for the month of October. Halloween builds and all kinds of things. So make sure you follow along, and we'll have a great rest of October and the rest of the year. Thank you, and cheers.